Prosecutors in Los Angeles have had enough of the soft-on-crime policies of their boss, District Attorney George Gascon. The embattled progressive has come under fire in recent years and recently reversed course on some controversial sentencing policies. Despite Gascon recently changing his tune, the union representing some 800 rank-and-file LA County prosecutors announced yesterday that nearly 98% of its members have voted to back an effort to recall Gascon a little over a year after he took office. According to the Association of Deputy District Attorneys for Los Angeles, more than 80% of its members participated in the vote. The group has regularly clashed with Gascon in the year or so since he's been in office. He ran on a platform that promised sweeping criminal justice reforms. Prosecutors under Gascon have sued to block him from implementing policy directives that sought to lessen sentences. A judge eventually blocked some of those initiatives. Gascon's policies included a ban on charging juveniles as adults and, worst of all, as far as I'm concerned, the elimination of cash bail for all misdemeanor, nonviolent, and non-serious felony offenses. And if I were to list for you what all of those could include, you would see that many of them are not that minor. In one notable case earlier this week, Gascon reversed himself on sentencing of a transgender woman charged with sexually assaulting a 10-year-old in a Denny's restroom. As recently as last week, Gascon insisted that he was right to allow 26-year-old Hannah Tubbs, who was 17 at the time of the attack, to plead guilty in juvenile court, where her sentence was 2 years under Gascon's policies. Juveniles can face only one criminal count at a time as well. If tried as an adult, she would have faced up to 5 criminal counts and a much lengthier prison term. The sudden reversal came after Gascon's staff apparently learned that Fox News was preparing to publish a jailhouse recordings in which Tubbs bragged about getting off easy and spoke derisively about the 10-year-old victim. According to prosecutors that spoke to the LA Times, the district attorney's office knew about the recordings for at least a month. There's clearly the media pressure that led him to cave. Now, a previous attempt to recall Gascon fizzled last year as organizers failed to gather enough signatures, but the ADDA's stance could jolt the follow-up effort, particularly if the organization lends financial support to the campaign. More than 30 Los Angeles County cities have issued no confidence votes for the embattled DA, so maybe his time is finally up. Joining me now is Eric Siddall, a deputy district attorney for LA County and the vice president of the Association of Deputy District Attorneys. Thank you very much for coming on the program. Appreciate it. Now, your organization initially did not take a position on the recall, but now you're saying enough is enough. Why?
Right. So there's been about a year where we've experienced George Gascon and his social experiment, and I think we've just had enough, and we think that the social experiment needs to end. So we're calling for the people of Los Angeles County to join us and other organizations and the other cities across the county to recall Mr. Gascon.
Is it likely you'll be able to get him recalled, do you think?
Oh, I think he's going to get on the ballot, and I think if he gets on the ballot, he will be recalled. I think if you look at what happened in San Francisco in terms of the school board, it's a very similar type of event where extremist policies are alienating the more liberal base of Los Angeles. And I think liberals and moderates and conservatives have had enough of this, far left criminal justice policies.
It seems to me that many of his policies have to be totally deflating to everyday prosecutors who are really just trying to put bad guys and gals behind bars.
Yeah, you take this job because you want to protect the community, you want to do it in an ethical way. And I think one of the joys I've always had about this job, and I think many of my colleagues have also had about this job, is that when you're a prosecutor, your number one job is to do the right thing at all times. And for the past 14 months, we have been letting down our victims. We have been letting down our colleagues in law enforcement. And I really think we've been letting down society in terms of these implementing his policies.
I agree with you. In your mind, why did DA Gascon suddenly reverse course on the Hannah Tubbs case? Was it simply because he was about to be outed in the media?
You know what? thank God for the Fourth Estate, because that's exactly what happened. I think it was Fox News, and then the LA Times did some follow-up work. It was actually, I mean, talk about, an unholy alliance, right? You get the LA Times and you get Fox News working on the same story. And it really showed the genius of the First Amendment.
And the power of, and because he's denying that, right? He's denying it was the media pressure, right?
Oh, 100%. He's trying to say that he learned from this case. So you're trying to tell me a guy who was in law enforcement for 40 years just learned today or last week that criminals do bad things? I mean, it's ridiculous.
All right, Eric Siddall, thank you so much for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.